Hey guys, what it do? It's your boy Supreme Uchiha the God. I am back, baby. And today I want to talk about Bam. I want to talk about Bam because, the latest few chapters of Tower of God, I think it's opened our eyes a bit more about the character and the person that Bam is. Now, a lot of people like to say Rachel is extremely selfish. She is. She is. She's a bad person. All of this stuff. She tried to take somebody's fucking ankles so that she can be the one with speed. Or if she can't take your goddamn speed, she gonna take your speed away from you. You know what I'm saying? Like, she crazy. She's a psychopath. She's a sociopath. She's whatever you want to say. Bam is not so dissimilar. And it makes sense. It makes complete sense because they did live together for a very, very long time. And also, Bam has an attachment issue. You know what I'm saying? I think it's kind of clear he's like a psychological attachment issue. And he definitely has, like, he definitely has some psychological issues he needs to deal with. Because if you think about it, right? Imagine this. Imagine this. Somebody that kidnapped you for years on end, right? Prevented you from seeing your friends. You know what I'm saying? All of that shit for years on end. Kept you captured. And yes, he might have gave you some alright, a decent advice in between that bitch. But he still kept you goddamn captured. You know what I'm saying? Like, and yet, now that they're captured, you willing, right? You willing to let your friends, the same friends that you were so desperate to see again, to meet again, to hang with again, to live with again, to enjoy life with, to explore the tower with. And the reason why you escaped your master, even though he granted you a little bit of freedom, in hopes that you would be the superficial hero, the superficial god, the superficial messiah. That same motherfucker is now captured by the people he betrayed. And you now willing to risk all those friends' lives that you were so desperate to cling on to do everything. He ain't even go this crazy when Conor Guerrero was dying. Like, he didn't even go on a mission to save Conor Guerrero. Like, other motherfuckers went on that mission to save Conor Guerrero. Like, you know what I'm saying? It's just kind of interesting that this mother, you know what I'm saying? This mother is showing more compassion and love for his captor than to any of his homies. The only person he went through lengths like this for was who? Rachel. So did he, inadvertently in his mind psyche replace, because he ended up spending so much time with his master, did he inadvertently, replace Rachel with him? What do you think? What do you guys think? Because that's what I find most intriguing about this. Like, there's nothing showcased in the story thus far that says that Bam should be going through these lengths for this man. It must be Stockholm syndrome, right? Surely. Because Bam don't even want to be these motherfuckers' messiah. Right? So I find it extremely intriguing how, it portrays it here. And why I wanted to make this video is because of Bam's actions in these chapters, right? Because again, like I said, he was captured, right? And forced to train and forced to be this thing that he never, tried to be. Forced for years. Then his captor gets captured. And in order to save his captor, his master, he now has to kill prisoners, people captured. So he's killing a bunch of people, slaves essentially, in order to save a man that enslaved him. If that's not Stockholm syndrome, I don't know what is. And motherfucker would defend Bam like, yo, he's just a good kid, man. No, he's not. No, he's not. The whole story thus far has been that in order for Bam to get what he wants, other people must get hurt. Now, does he necessarily want other people to get hurt? No. Is he willing to hurt other people for him to get what he wants? Yes. He is pretty much as selfish as Rachel. We gotta understand that Rachel also took it easy on Bam when he told Dorsey like, yo, she told Dorsey like, yo, take it easy on him. You know what I'm saying? Because of what she wanted to become, and she felt that Bam was a hindrance to that, and Bam refused to uncling from her. That's why she began trying to kill this man. That's why she pushed him off. Because she didn't want to, he was against her idea or her ideology of the ideal ending for herself. Isn't this the same thing Bam is doing? Bam is killing countless prisoners, risking all of these people's lives, starting a whole ass war to save a motherfucker that did nothing for him, bro. It's interesting, bro. So I don't want to hear arguments that Bam is a good guy no more. He's not. He's not. And I think the Tower of God story kind of always lended itself to trying not to make Bam a necessarily good guy. But I think these chapters made it abundantly clear. What's the difference between Bam and the cat guy that was killing everybody for the sake of his people? That turned himself into a monster for the sake of his people. That sacrificed himself in everything, including his sanity, I want to say humanity. He's not really a human, but his humanity for the sake of his people. I think the difference between that cat boy and him is that cat boy ain't risk nobody else except himself. You know what I'm saying? He said, I'll do whatever I can to make sure you guys are good. Even if he kills me, I'll make sure you guys rise up the ranks. Bam, on the other hand, is like, yeah, fuck it, we all gonna die trying to save this dude. And Conor Guerrero, that big brain that he is just like, yeah, okay. It's interesting. I think it's really good writing. Personally, I really enjoy this aspect of it because, like I've been telling y'all, Bam is probably one of my least favorite characters in the whole webtoon. But this right here, this little grit, this little, you know what I'm saying? I like this. Because for hundreds of chapters, we've been hearing this man like, oh no, to get what I want, I'm going to have to hurt somebody. Somebody going to have to get hurt for my homies to succeed. Somebody going to have to hurt if I need to succeed. Somebody else got to fail if I succeed. Somebody else got to fail if my homie succeed. Somebody got to fall and die if me and my homie survive. Yes, that's true. Your captor should not be considered your homie, cuz. Stockholm Syndrome. And that bitch a beautiful thing for the story. So I'm very intrigued to see how far he's willing to go. Because he already killed a bunch of, I don't want to say the innocent prisoners, but they're definitely, they were forced in a situation. Right? And they didn't even have to kill Bam. They just had to slow Bam down and they get no freedom. Bam said, fuck that bit. I'm not risking nothing for my master, and murked all of these dudes. All of them. He killed all of them. No remorse. Killed them all off the fucking heads, bruh. Bam is not a good guy. Nobody in the tower really is, right? Everybody's really goddamn selfish. So, what's the difference between him and Rachel, really? What's the difference between him and Rachel, really? The difference is Rachel does it for herself. Bam uses the excuse that he does it for his friends, but he does it for himself. Right? Bam selfishly is putting everybody at risk for the sake of saving his friend because it's selfishness. He's willing to let Khan, Rack, Shibusi, everybody die to save this man. Hundreds of people going at war for him to save this man. Ain't that about a bitch? I'm so glad Tower God is back, baby. Discussions like this, that's what I like to have. That's why I like Tower God, because you can have so many, like, I don't want to say psychological, but like so many sociological conversations, sociological and psychological discussions about these characters and their motivations and why and how and when. You know what I'm saying? What do you guys think? Do you guys think Bam is still a good guy, despite him killing a bunch of quote unquote innocent prisoners? Despite him starting a whole ass war for one motherfucker that imprisoned him? Would you consider that a positive character trait? Or a negative one? Would you consider him kind of evil? Is he really who you want to save, to rule the tower? A guy like that. A guy that's willing to start a war for one person. That's who you really want to lead and run a tower like that? What's the difference between him and Chad? What's the difference between Bam and Chad? They both selfish. Right? They both willing to get whole motherfuckers killed for their goals. You can argue Bam's goal is a little bit more noble. Maybe. If Conor Guerrero was the one captured, if Rack was the one captured, if Shibusi was the one captured, sure. But to make that argument with his master captured, I don't know. That's tough. That's tough. That's tough. Tower God is exciting right now, boy. I'm enjoying the overarching meanings, the overarching, like, whatchamacallit, what you call it when it's like, I don't want to say meaning, the overarching, like, fucking consequences of Bam's action. That's what I'm loving. The game it's not confusing, really, to be honest. I understand the game. It's just overly explained. That's a little bit, but the author is coming back, so he needs some time to, you know what I'm saying, get back to his top zone. But I think he is definitely steering the story or this arc in a much better direction and way than it was going before. You know what I'm saying? So I'm very excited, man. I'm very excited to see what he does next. He's about to finesse. Well, he's about to fight White right now. That's going to be some intriguing shit. But anyways, it's been your boy Supreme Uchiha the God. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Leave a like, comment, and subscribe. And your opinion, man. I really need to know what you guys think. Am I tripping? Is Bam a good guy? Because I really think Bam is a bad guy, bro. I don't think he's a good, positive guy. I think he's pretty much no different than anybody else in the tower. Selfish, bro. I actually think Mazzino would make a better leader of the tower, because Mazzino, I think, would not take the same actions that Bam did. Mazzino gave Helljo a chance. Mazzino's willing to do things for people that he don't know. He's willing, by the looks of it, he's probably willing to fight against people he knows if they're wrong. Bam seems to have this, like, insane loyalty. You know what I'm saying? If Rachel said, follow me and let's fucking do some crazy shit, when he hopped in the tower, he would have done that shit, bro. He would have done that shit. My dude was almost ready to kill a random person for Rachel off the bat. Now, to be fair, he hesitated heavily. But now he ain't hesitating for shit. He like, damn, I gotta do it. Okay, pow! Murk these motherfuckers, bro. Okay, he hesitated still, but, I'm exaggerating. Anyways, I'm just repeating myself. It's been your boy Supreme Uchiha the God. Hey, I'm out.